first time that Jon posted it, I knew my friend Hollyana was playing. She's like, "Come to the show that I'm here." I'm like, "Of course." And then, you know, being the kind of person I am, I was like, "Hey, how do you figure out people to play for this? I like to play. Can I come?" And he was nice enough to let me, so I appreciate that. This is Dakota. She's gonna be my guitar strings for the night. I'm still working on learning how to play that as well. So in the spirit of storytelling, the first song I'm going to play is about an old van. I came down here with our family's old minivan. I had a lot of problems with it. Just to give you a picture, there were leaky tires, so the tires would leak air all the time. The full front bumper was duct taped on, and
Nice.
and for some reason the trunk, whenever it rained, water would like leak up through it, so you couldn't even put a mat down because it would be underneath the mat. So it was kind of a disaster,
Yes.
but it was what I had at the time, and
A worth it disaster.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when it finally broke down on me, it was actually really hard on me emotionally. Like I spent like a whole week like grieving about this van, and I thought about it a lot, trying to figure it out, just because I'm like, this is weird. Why am I so emotionally attached to a van? But then I thought about it, and I figured out why. And we used to call the van Betsy because it's the name my brother gave it. Old Betsy was the van. So this is a tribute to Old Betsy and me figuring out why I cared so much about her.
Woo! Let's go, girl.
Silver, 7 seas under, out to sea, you'll never know how much you meant to me. Your sliding doors gave way to room that just won't go when my friends and I pile in back. It's like we practice it till play days after school. You took me to my first dance and my graduation too. Yeah, I never liked the name my brother gave ya, but it's stuck in my head. I can't erase ya. Betsy, Betsy, I'll remember all the fun we had together, jamming with the radio. We didn't like to drive slow. And Betsy, Betsy, you've been with me all my life, and all the memories fill the pages of my story. Well, I was off to college several hours away. I put my whole world on your shoulders, and you carried it for me. And late that summer, when my first love broke my heart, our midnight drives around the block kept me from falling apart. Yeah, I could clear my head, handling with ya. Yeah, and unlike him, I'll always miss ya. Betsy, Betsy, I'll remember all the fun we had together, jamming with the radio. Didn't like to drive slow. And Betsy, Betsy, you've been with me all my life, and all the memories fill the pages of my story. You came with me down to Tennessee. I left everything I knew behind me to go after my dream. And I was scared and all alone. You were the only thing that I felt like home. The times are changing, I'm forced to face it, that nothing lasts forever, can't go back or stay the same. My heart's aching, it's pouring, raining. I turned the keys a few more times, 'cause I can't take it. Then I said, Betsy, Betsy, I'll remember all the fun we had together, jamming with the radio. be alive in our hearts.
Yes, he is.
So the next one I'm going to do, it's really funny because it actually started off as a completely different song. And then I ended up, a song called Dandelion. I ended up writing a line about a dandelion, and I just kind of then veered off into a tangent about the dandelion situation. And then, so it kind of became its own song, and I've still yet to finish the original song that I was working on. Other writers, I don't know if that happens too often, but so the song's basically kind of about my experience growing up as a kid. I was a creative, kind of outgoing theater kid, so during my daily life, I felt like I had to, from my hair to my personality, like tone myself down to be accepted by others. So this song is kind of one part what I would say to myself when I was a little kid, knowing who I am now and what I've become, and also what I would say to other creative kids or other kids in general who just kind of feel like they're out of place, that they should not change because society wants them to, and just be who they are. So this one's called Dandelion.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Pretty little flowers on a windowsill, and it looks like it, 'cause it can't sit still. You're so beautiful, with your crazy curly hair in the backyard playing queen of a kingdom you created. Like a little miracle. But then I picked you up from school one day, with tears falling down like a summer rain, and I just hope you hear me when I say, Dandelion, won't you stop your crying? You were sent to brighten up the world, my girl. They'll never hold you back. They don't pick you, it's just 'cause they don't get you. You're a wild thing they can't contain, but there ain't nothing wrong with you. So dry your eyes and hold your head high and fly, Dandelion. Said they didn't want to hear when you tried to sing, and rolled their eyes when you questioned things. Oh, just not so typical. You were never meant to draw within their lines, never clip your wings or dim your shine. Please don't be so original, and I'll keep fighting for your right to be this way in the great wide open, unafraid. I hope you still believe me when I say, Dandelion, won't you stop your crying? You were sent to brighten up the world, my girl. They'll never hold you back. They don't pick you, it's just 'cause they don't get you. You're a wild thing they can't contain, but there ain't nothing wrong with you. So dry your eyes and hold your head high and fly, Dandelion. And for years they tried to kill our kind, but every time when spring arrives, they find the dandelion still surviving. Dandelion, won't you stop your crying? You were sent to brighten up the world, my girl. They'll never hold you back. They don't pick you, it's just 'cause they don't get you. You're a wild thing they can't contain, but there ain't nothing wrong with you. So dry your eyes and hold your head high and fly, Dandelion. So the next one is definitely a departure from the first two. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written. It was actually a co-write. I think I've been in Nashville long enough, I've been here for about a year, where if I'm ever feeling like strong emotions, they just kind of come out as song lyrics now, kind of automatically. So I was driving, I remember being in the car when I came up with this hook, and I was just feeling judged. And so this hook just kind of came out of me about feeling judged, and then oftentimes I'll write a hook is kind of where I start, and then I'll go back and fill in some verses later. But sometimes the verses that I come up with, I don't think that they are enough to support the hook that I think is really cool. So when that happens, and I enlist the help of my friends. So I co-wrote this one with another artist named Tyshawn. She's really cool, you should definitely check her out. We're in a songwriting group together. So she came over and we kind of hashed out some verses, and then we brought it to our group, which we meet every Monday, and we kind of play our songs and give feedback on each other's songs. It's really helped me as a writer. It was great because I got to meet her, but that's another story. And they were kind of thinking that it reminded them of a Scarlet Letter, so then we went back and kind of rewrote it with that theme in mind. And when I know sometimes we think about our big shows and what we'd want to do, and when I think about this one, I want to have like pyrotechnics and like really crazy lights. So that's how I always imagine it. And you'll figure out why the song is called Light Me Up. I think you know the road I've been walking. Say that once I go, I can't turn back around. But if you read between the lines, you think I'm crazy. You find the sacrifice is worth the love I found. I had a husband, but something was always missing. He stumbled into town and lit a fire that had never burned. So go call me crazy, but I don't need your blessings. I've compromised enough on love, now it's my turn. So light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. It must be easy looking down on helping sinners. You hide behind your picket fence and cast your stones. But I found happiness and bliss amidst the whispers. Even if it kills me, I refuse to let it go. So light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. It takes guts to be a rebel in the face of hate. When you got a match and the hunger to burn me at the stake. But the fire of desire is stronger, something you just can't conquer. You know it's true, I won't care what I lose in the end. Light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. I'm sure you'll make a fine example for the world to see. I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me.
Have you guys ever written a song together?
No.
You haven't? We need to though, because she's an amazing songwriter, and you should get her to play with you. Her stuff's awesome.
Sweet.
I just don't lie.
So like how do you guys choreograph out what you're gonna play? Since you don't play guitar, how do you translate that over?
So I have like a I have like 3 or 4 guitar players that kind of rotate in and out. But when I have a new song, I kind of just go to them and say, hey, like, what chorus do you think would sound good with this? And sometimes, honestly, it's different ones with different people. They'll be like, oh, let's try this. I'm like, hey, that works too. So that one, since I co-wrote it with my friend, she helped me out with the chords beforehand. The next one we're going to do, Dakota helped me with the chords. That's a complete 180 from the one I just played. And to kind of, I don't know, outline it, it's had a couple different names. I personally call it the Gratitude Song, but I also call it What I've Got, because it's essentially, I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, which means you attract basically what you feel and think. So if it's sad stuff, that's what you're going to attract. If it's like happy things, that's what you're going to attract. So it's good to feel good inside. And a big part of that philosophy is gratitude, so being grateful. So I wrote this song as kind of like an uplifting song for when I'm not feeling so great inside. I can kind of go to this because I know I turn to music when I need something to lift me up. So I kind of wanted this song to be that for other people. But it's called What I've Got / the Gratitude Song. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to end up officially calling it. If you just play the chord.
What I got.
Remember that.
Okay. Yeah, you can count me in. I may not have the sports car or the mansion with a view, but I got something better yet. It always gets me through. And on the days I'm falling down or burning out or worse, I write, speak, and repeat this little verse. I've got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I got family, yeah, I got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. When I'm low on strength, I think I lost my way. I got faith. I may not have connections, I'm connected to what's real. I may not have it in me to lie, cheat, and steal. But what I got is something you can't buy, but sure can feel. It's priceless, yeah, you'll like this kind of deal. I've got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I've got family, yeah, I got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. When I'm low on strength, I think I lost my way. I got faith in the goals left to achieve, faith in my abilities. Life's got me on my knees, but I got faith in the good times left to come, in tomorrow's rising sun, all the battles to be won. Yeah, I got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I've got family, yeah, I got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. I'm low on strength, I think I've lost my way. I'm low on strength, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I got faith. Well, thank you guys. And thanks
Good job.
again for hosting.
Yeah.
I'm on all the stuff at Brina Kay Music, Brina Kay Spotify, all that fun stuff. If you want to write with me, I love to write, so come talk to me.
Got Jason up next.
Woo!